Fed is expected to raise interest rates again. That impacts buying a home, paying off credit card debt. And on Thursday, that's the big one. The second quarter economic output, a second negative decline in GDP would signal a recession to many economists, again, until you ask this White House.
That's right. They've been trying to get ahead of it all week. On the White House's website, it says, while some maintain that 2 consecutive quarters of falling real GDP constitute a recession, that is neither the official definition nor the way economists evaluate the state of the business cycle, which is a new spin on what is typically considered a recession, 2 consecutive quarter declines in GDP. As Sean pointed out, we'll get that data on Thursday. For reaction, our panelists join us now. Chief Legal Counsel for the Ready for Ron PAC, Lillian Rodriguez-Baz, and Chief of Staff for Young Americans for Liberty, Sean Themea. Great to see you both. Thanks so much for coming on. All right, Lillian, tell me about this. The White House's new definition for recession. Why is it happening now?
They love to redefine everything. I mean, look, this is Biden, the Biden administration's usual MO. They want to deny, they want to downplay everything. And it's, in my opinion, it's a very calculated effort and a very interesting timing to save face on the brink of the release of the, second quarter GDP report, as we discussed. And, it's no surprise that they're downplaying this. They did the same thing with inflation. But the thing with Biden is that we should all know by now to not heed any of his forecasts. Not only does he lack credibility, but everything that he's saying is pretty much largely contradicted by top economists. And the interesting thing is that they want to continue to point to a robust labor market. But Bank of America recently said that within the next year, unemployment is going to hit a 4.6%. So they really can't fall back on that anymore. We've also heard top economists saying for a while now that the price of controlling inflation was going to be a recession. So by many well-regarded authorities and well-regarded experts in this field, we are very much on the brink of, a full-scale recession. And who do we trust at this point? I think it's a no-brainer.
Sean, besides how you define what a recession is, the Consumer Confidence Report recently just came out, according to Bloomberg and the Conference Board, put it at 95.7. Just to give you some terms as to what that means, a year ago, this number, it just gives you a gauge on how consumers feel in this economy. A year ago, it was 128.9. It is now at 95.7. Again, a year later, year to year. It was expected to be at 97. It's even lower than forecasted by Bloomberg and other economists. No matter how you define, to my first point, a recession, you can't spin the Consumer Confidence Report. How do you do that, Sean?
Well, they're doing it poorly. I mean, the Biden administration is fooling no one. They've been an equal opportunity disappointment, and this economy is an equal opportunity destroyer right now. And that's in part to blame because of what the government has done to our money. I mean, 80% of all dollars in the last 100 years have been printed in the past 2 years. It's insane. When you have an increase in the money supply, obviously prices are going to go up. I mean, that's why the grocery cart is twice as much as it was last year. That's why rents are soaring. It's why it costs $100 to fill up your tank. And in regards to jobs and consumer confidence, maybe we wouldn't be in this position if the government hadn't made it illegal for months for people to work and put food on the table during COVID. I mean, this is in part why we're seeing a great resignation. People realized, hey, maybe this is all made up. Maybe this economy is totally propped up by the elites. And this is why we see a sink in Biden's poll numbers and a sink in confidence in the economy right now.
Yeah, maybe if you had those conversations with small business owners to actually get a sense of what they're going through and what assistance they might need, our economy might be better off. The Committee to Unleash Prosperity released this report regarding the business experience of the Biden administration. 62% have virtually none, 26% with some, and just 12% with extensive experience. Lillian, we know the president, Joe Biden, has served in politics in Washington for 5 decades now. But what about hiring those people closest to him who would have real-world experience? Why not tap into those resources? Does the White House have a true understanding of where American business is at?
I mean, I think we've clearly seen that they do not. If we read what actual economists, top financiers, and financial institutions are saying about the current state of the economy, what they said about inflation when Joe Biden was hell-bent on denying that inflation was merely a transitory thing. We saw that it consistently contradicts what the Biden administration, what he has to say consistently. So there's really no credibility here to trust what they're saying, what they're forecasting, what they're putting out there for the American people to rely upon. And I think that at this point, what we need to do is we need to listen to what the economists are saying. We need to listen to the actual authority figures, because the Biden administration has absolutely no credibility. And that's really the end of story.
All right, panelists, if you could stay with us, want to get your thoughts on another topic, including this. The former Vice President Mike Pence in Washington today, the same day as his former boss. Does Mike Pence have his own political ambitions come 2024? Our panelists break it down next.